A black teen lynched, all right, killed. The killers get a slap on the wrist. Let's put this picture up full mass. De'Jon Reed was stabbed to death on May 31st, 2021 by a group that mobbed him after they alleged that he tried to rob one of them earlier, okay? That was their affirmative defense. One of the teen defendants wore a mask and gloves when he fatally stabbed De'Jon with a kitchen knife, all right? Originally, the teen claimed self-defense, but a jury rejected the plea. The Birmingham Crown Court convicted a 15-year-old defendant, whose name has not been made public because of his age, of manslaughter in the killing of De'Jon Reed. The unnamed boy was acquitted of murdering the child. The boy was served 6 years and 6 months in detention for his killing, getting out at 21. Now there's more. They got 4 others involved. 4 others include George Kahn, 39 years of age, Michael Shields, 36 years of age, and 2 teenagers aged 15 and 16 were all acquitted of murder and punished with the lesser crime of manslaughter. Security footage also had the group shouting the N-word and other racial epithets at Joanne Morris, the victim's mother. Says she believes she has been let down by the courts, adding her son had been haunted by a lynch mob reminiscent of a scene from Mississippi Burning, all right? In a statement, let's put up a picture of the family. In a statement, she said, "The verdict of manslaughter, while all others are found not guilty, just goes to prove to me that the life of De'Jon Reed, my son, a young black man, does not matter. I was told that justice will prevail, and I put my trust in the system. But I do sincerely believe that this system has let me down." And I concur with her thoughts on this. Now remember, this was criminal conspiracy. You had adults conspiring with minors. You have the murder. Nobody questions if the teenager was murdered. What they did is they decided to basically convict on these lesser penalties to where there will never be actual murder punishment, okay? So that's what happened here. It goes to show you that racism and systemic bias is a global dynamic. This happened in the UK. And I know we talk about the system as if the system is all interconnected. It's not. There are various systems, right? The system in the UK is not the same as the system in the US. The system in LA is not the same as the criminal justice system in Atlanta. So why do they have very similar responses to black people? Why do they seem to have commonality in the way they handle or devalue black lives? Because it's not just system, it's culture. The reality is these cultures of the system are created by the same dynamic, which is a white male power structure. That was the creation. Remember, these systems were not created by people of color. They were created to regulate people of color, even the systems created in the UK. All right, Adrian, thoughts here?
No, you're absolutely right. The fact is that anti-blackness is everywhere. It is not something that is restricted to the United States and damn sure not just the southern parts of the United States. This is something global that we have to deal with and we have to confront. And it's clear that the UK courts there didn't want to face the fact that these individuals murdered this boy. And by virtue of not actually charging and convicting them of murder, it means that they get to evade having life imprisonment because it's a mandatory sentence for anyone convicted of murder in the UK. But instead with manslaughter, it means they're facing 2 to 10 years. And the fact is that they took this boy's life. It is clear that they did that, and also you had these adults conspiring with these children to do that. And yet, even the adults get that kind of, that option of not spending the rest of their lives in prison, even though they took this young boy's life, and instead they get that slap on the wrist of 2 to 10 years. That shows you what anti-blackness looks like and how it plays out, and why it will continue to persist across the globe because there are no real consequences.
Yeah.